out in the afternoon air, chairs dragged out to the street. Nobody's in a hurry here. Pour another coffee slow, watch the fishing boats below. Nothing needs to be said, just the sea, just the bread. Something from long ago. A cat sleeps on the wall, as if it always belonged. Pour another coffee slow, watch the fishing boats below. Nothing needs to be said, just the sea, just the bread. Shadows stretch across the square. Summer lingers in the air. White walls catch the fading gold. Bells ring somewhere down below. Tables empty one by one. No one wants to miss the sun. Stay a little longer here. Let the evening disappear. Wine and light and nothing more. Just the cliff, just the shore. Somebody is playing the strings through an open window frame. The whole island holds its breath before the day becomes the same. Stay a little longer here. Let the evening disappear. Wine and light and nothing more. Just the cliff, just the shore. Colors burn and slowly fade. Purple, amber, blue and jade. Time moves different on this hill. Everything is perfectly still. Stars arrive without a sound. The sea below still holds the ground. Dew still rests on silver leaves. Roosters call across the hill. Bread is warming in the kitchen. Morning holds the valleys still. Slow down, breathe in the trees. Let the light do what it please. Nothing asks for you right now. Just the grove, just the vow. An old man walks the narrow path. His dog runs 3 steps ahead. The church bell marks the 7:30. Another unhurried day ahead. Slow down, breathe in the trees. Let the light do what it please. Nothing asks for you right now. Just the grove, just the vow. Somewhere distant, goat bells ring, carried soft on morning wind. This is how the old world sounds before the noise of life begins. Pour the oil, tear the bread, leave the restless world unsaid. Fishermen fold their nets by noon. Boats knock softly at the dock. Someone orders the same thing again. The waiter nods without a clock. Harbor blue, harbor still. Time here bends against its will. Salt and coffee, bread and shade. This is how the mornings fade. A ferry cuts the distant line. Kids chase pigeons near the square. The old cafe has no Wi-Fi sign, but nobody seems to care. Harbor blue, harbor still. Time here bends against its will. Salt and coffee, bread and shade. This is how the mornings fade. Somewhere radio plays a song nobody knows the name, but every table hums along. Rain comes down on the old bazaar, awnings drip on the cobblestone. Someone runs with a newspaper hat, the cafe fills with the soaking and cold. Steam rises from every cup, the windows blur the street outside. Nobody planned to stay this long, but nobody's ready to say goodbye. Thessaloniki rain, fall on me. Wash the dust from the afternoon free. Gray skies over the waterfront still. The city knows how to make time stand still. A student reads at the corner seat, 3 empty cups beside her hand. The owner wipes the same glass twice, pretending that he understands. The radio skips to something old, a bouzouki tune from '74. The whole room softens for a moment, like they've all heard it before. Thessaloniki rain, fall on me. Wash the dust from the afternoon free. Gray skies over the waterfront still. This city knows how to make time stand still. The old professor folds his paper, stares into the street a while. His coffee's cold, he doesn't notice. Some thoughts take more than a mile. Outside the trams hiss through the puddles. A child points at a stray cat. The afternoon has lost its edges, and nobody's complaining about that. Thessaloniki rain, fall on me. Wash the dust from the afternoon free. Gray skies over the waterfront still. This city knows how to make time stand still. There's a kind of grace in gray weather, when the city slows to your pace, when strangers share the same shelter and warmth becomes a commonplace. Every rainy afternoon like this one carries something hard to name. Not quite sadness, not quite longing, just the quiet joy of staying. Thessaloniki rain, fall on me. Wash the dust from the afternoon free. Gray skies over the waterfront still. This city knows how to make time stand still. The rain eases into a drizzle. The cafe hums its last low note. Someone leaves a coin on the table, pulls a collar up and goes. Puddles mirror the street like gold. The bouzouki plays for no one now, but the empty chairs still hold the warmth of everyone who sat here last taverna dims its lights. Chairs stack up against the wall. Someone lingers at the bar alone, watching shadows grow and fall. The night is cool, the whitewashed lanes. Cats move through without a sound. Music drifts from somewhere deeper, where the lost and free are found. Mykonos at midnight breeze, different from the afternoon. Windmills turn against the dark, underneath a tilted moon. A couple walks the narrow path, their footsteps soft on ancient stone. The bouzouki player packs his case, but plays one final song alone. There's a stillness after laughter fades, when the island finds its soul. Not the version sold to visitors, but the quiet, unguarded whole. Mykonos at midnight breeze, different from the afternoon. Windmills turn against the dark, underneath a tilted moon. Ferry horn calls from the port, one last departure for the night. A fisherman checks tomorrow's lines by the pale and crooked light. Midnight here is not an ending, just a different kind of day, when the island stops performing and forgets to look your way. Mykonos at midnight breeze, different from the afternoon. Windmills turn against the dark, underneath a tilted moon. There are islands within islands that the daylight never shows. Only those who stay past closing ever really get to know. But cafes locked, the music sleeping, stars reflecting in the bay. This is what you came here searching, but could never plan to find this way. Mykonos at midnight breeze, different from the afternoon. Windmills turn against the dark, underneath a tilted moon. The last light on the harbor dims, the cats reclaim the cobblestone. A bouzouki hums inside the dark, as if the island plays alone. Waves push gently at the dock, turn. A plastic tablecloth flaps in the breeze. Olives served in a chipped white bowl. The owner's mother shells the beans on the same chair since her soul was whole. No menu written, no need to ask. Whatever's cooking is what you get. This is the kind of place that holds you long after the afternoon has set. Pull up a chair at the Crete afternoon table. Stay as long as the wine allows. Nothing here is timed or labeled, just the food and the sun and the vows. A lizard freezes on the wall. The fan above turns barely slow. Two old men argue about nothing, the way that only old friends know. A radio plays a distant game. Nobody's watching, nobody cares. The bread arrives without a question, the kind of welcome nobody wears. Pull up a chair at the Crete afternoon table. Stay as long as the wine allows. Nothing here is timed or labeled, just the food and the sun and the vows. The cat waits under the corner chair, patient as the afternoon heat. Someone tears the last of the bread and everything feels complete. Hours pass without announcement. The shadows shift across the stone. You came here as a passing stranger, but somehow you don't feel alone. Pull up a chair at the Crete afternoon table. Stay as long as the wine allows. Nothing here is timed or labeled, just the food and the sun and the vows. There's a rhythm to the unhurried life that no playlist ever quite captures. But sit here long enough in the heat, and your whole body remembers how to eat without a screen, how to talk without a point, how to let an afternoon dissolve into something whole and joint. This table has held 1,000 stories, none of them written anywhere, just carried quietly in the olive trees and the salt still hanging in the air. Pull up a chair at the Crete afternoon table. Stay as long without a word. The afternoon has kept its promise, the sweetest kind that goes unheard. Cicadas fill the heavy silence, the lizard hasn't moved an inch. Some meals last longer than the eating, some places hold without a pinch. Stone archways frame the morning light, roses climb the fortress wall. A trumpet player warms his lips in the courtyard near the hall. The medieval meets the modern here, in every crack and cobblestone. History hums beneath your feet in a language all its own. Rhodes plays jazz on cobblestone streets, where the old world quietly meets. Every corner holds a song, every alley hums along. A craftsman opens up his shop, the smell of leather fills the lane. His grandfather worked the same bench once. The craft and the corner remain. Tourist maps don't show the places where the real music lives and breathes. Down the unmarked little passage past the fig and olive trees, Rhodes plays jazz on cobblestone streets, where the old world quietly meets. Every corner holds a song, every alley hums along. Jazz trumpet carries the main melody. Bouzouki responds in a minor phrase. An artist sketches at the gate, her pencil moves like falling rain. She's been coming here for 30 years and still finds something to explain. The nights are gone but left their walls. The walls kept everything inside. The music, laughter, bread and argument, the places where the stories hide. Rhodes plays jazz on cobblestone streets, where the old world quietly meets. Every corner holds a song, every alley hums along. There are cities built for looking at and cities built for living in. Rhodes has somehow managed both without deciding where to begin. The stones have heard so many languages, so many boots and bare feet pass, but jazz feels like the truest tongue for walls that were made to last. Every trumpet note that bounces off these 800 plays jazz on cobblestone streets, where the old world quietly meets. Every corner holds a song, every alley hums along. The trumpet player packs his case. The courtyard slowly empties out. The roses close against the dusk, without a whisper or doubt. Cobblestones hold the last of the warmth, the way old stones always do. Rhodes will play again tomorrow, the same song, slightly new. Footsteps fade down the ancient lane. The piano plays the final bar. Some cities never really sleep, they just move the music to the stars. Bougainvillea spills over the gate, a single espresso on the iron table. The garden holds the morning close, like a secret it's still able. Corfu wears its Venetian past in every archway, every bell. The coffee here tastes like a history that nobody needs to tell. Sit in the garden, let the morning in, where the old bell tower begins. Espresso dark and jasmine bright, everything is perfectly right. A ginger cat pads through the herbs, rosemary, thyme, and something sweet. The waiter brings a glass of water, nobody ordered, just the heat. There are gardens that exist for photos and gardens that exist for souls. This one barely knows you're here, and that is what makes it whole. Sit in the garden, let the morning in, where the old bell tower begins. Espresso dark and jasmine bright, everything is perfectly right. The morning paper goes unread, folded beside the cooling cup. The garden asks for nothing back, just that you don't rush to get up. Somewhere beyond the garden wall, the town is finding its own pace. But here the jasmine sets the tempo, and nobody argues with its grace. Sit in the garden, let the morning in, where the old bell tower begins. Espresso dark and jasmine There's a particular quality of light in a walled garden before 10 that makes you feel the day hasn't started and you could begin it all again. Order another, no one's counting. The jasmine doesn't watch the clock. The vibraphone agrees completely. The cat has chosen not to walk. Sit in the garden, let the morning in, where the old bell tower begins. Espresso dark and jasmine bright. Everything is perfectly right. The espresso cup sits empty now, a small brown ring upon the stone. The garden fills with softer shadows, but you don't feel ready to go home. The cat has found a patch of sun. The bougainvillea holds its red. The bell tower marks the 10:30, and still nobody's left or fled. The cat has found a patch of sun. The bougainvillea holds its red. The bell tower marks the 10:30, and still nobody's left or fled. The garden hums its last long note. The guitar lets the morning go. Some gardens keep a piece of you long after you've left, you know. The jasmine carries on regardless. The iron table stays in place. Another cup will come tomorrow to someone needing the same grace. Monasteries float above the mist. The coffee cools before the first sip. Below the cliffs the valley breathes a world the clouds have come to keep. No signal here, no urgent thing, just stone and sky and morning bell. The monk who passes nods once only, and somehow that says all is well. Up here the clouds make no apology for blocking out the world below. Meteora holds a different logic, where the only rush is letting go. A pilgrim rests on the stone steps, her boots worn soft from many roads. The cafe below the access path serves coffee dark as monk who mist shifts and the rocks appear, then disappear and reappear again, like thoughts that surface in the quiet, then dissolve before you catch them then. A second coffee arrives unasked. The owner saw you weren't quite done. Some places read you without asking. Some mornings hold more than one sun. Up here the clouds make no apology for blocking out the world below. Meteora holds a different logic, where the only rush is letting go. There are places that exist as questions that no answer ever quite fits right. Meteora is that kind of question hanging between the earth and light. The monks built upward, not outward, when the world below grew too loud. Maybe that was always the answer, to build your peace above the cloud. Sit here long enough and something loosens in the chest you didn't know was held so tight for so long running that you forgot what it felt to go slow. The coffee, the mist, the hanging stone, the bell that marks an unseen hour. These things require nothing from you, except that you receive their power. Up here the clouds make no apology for blocking out the world below. Meteora holds a different logic, where the only rush is letting go. The mist returns across the valley. The monasteries fade to gray. You finish what is left and linger, not quite ready to descend today. The stone steps wait without impatience. The clouds continue their slow drift. Some places give without a reason. Some mornings are entirely gift. Piano holds its final chord. The bouzouki lets its last note fade. The strings dissolve into the mountain. The way all honest things are made. Silence then, just wind, just stone, just the coffee ring upon the table, and the long way home. The tide comes in before the town awakes, pushing shells against the promenade. A fisherman checks his weathered lines, while the fortress watches from above. Nafplio wears its mornings quietly. Neoclassical walls still cool from night. The first cafe unlocks its shutters and fills the lane with amber light. Morning tide rolls in without announcement. The harbor between two rust-kissed iron rails. The sheets catch wind above the rooftops like the smallest of the sailing sails. The orange trees along Syntagma Square drop their blossoms on the stone. This town has been romantic forever, long before the word was known. Morning tide rolls in without announcement. The harbor holds its breath and lets it go. Nafplio keeps the kind of secrets that only early risers ever know. Light and nimble, salt air in every note. Bouzouki joins with the morning melody, warm and unhurried, slightly modal. The Bortzi fortress sits in the water, neither island nor quite part of land. A metaphor that nobody planned, but everyone seems to understand. Coffees appear on tables without the asking or the fuss. The morning here does not require very much from any of us. Morning tide rolls in without announcement. The harbor holds its breath and lets it go. The kind of secrets that only early risers ever know. There are towns that shout their beauty loudly, competing for your limited gaze. And then there's Nafplio in the morning, quietly confident in its ways. The Necostical and the Ottoman, the Venetian and the pure Greek stone, all sitting at the same small table, the way old neighbors share a home. You could spend a week here easily, without once checking where to go. Just follow the tide and the coffee, and let the morning set the tempo. Some towns are destinations, others are a way of feeling. Nafplio is the second kind entirely, the kind that sets about the healing. Morning tide rolls in without announcement. The harbor holds its breath and lets it go. Nafplio keeps the kind of secrets that only early risers ever know. The tide retreats across the harbor stones, leaving everything a little cleaner. The morning has delivered what it promised, and somehow left the whole world greener. The fisherman heads home with empty hands, but full of something hard to name. The cafe fills with the second wave of those who every morning came. Jazz guitar plays its final coastal phrase. The bouzouki hums the harbor through. The piano holds the last warm chord until the morning becomes noon. Waves keep coming without asking. The fortress has long gone quiet, but the mountain keeps her counsel still. Steam rises from the morning coffee the same way it rose from the hill. Pilgrims used to climb these stones with questions heavier than their packs. Now tourists photograph the columns and quietly ask the same things back. Delphi holds its answers loosely in the crack of every ancient stone. Some questions need a mountain morning before they're ready to be known. A small cafe below the ruins serves coffee thick and sweet and dark. The owner's lived here all his seasons and carries Delphi like a mark. He doesn't talk much about the oracle or the philosophers who came and went, but when he pours, he does it slowly as if the pouring has intent. Delphi holds its answers loosely in the crack of every ancient stone. Some questions need a mountain morning before they're ready to be known. Breathes back together. The groove settles like sediment, unhurried, inevitable, ancient. Bouzouki leads the melody home. The valley below holds IT and the sea, a silver ribbon at the edge of sight. From up here everything looks arranged as if someone got the composition right. The columns cast their shadows eastward the same way they did 2,000 years before. The coffee tastes of time and altitude and something you can't quite account for. Delphi holds its answers loosely in the crack of every ancient stone. Some questions need a mountain morning before they're ready to be known. Know thyself, said the stone inscription above the temple's fallen door. The hardest kind of travel always ends up asking what you came here for. Not the ruins and not the history, not the photograph or the guidebook line, but the moment the mountain catches you in a stillness that feels somehow like a sign. There is wisdom in the unresolved, in the question that stays open wide. Delphi never answered anything directly, it just held the space for you to go inside. Sit with the coffee and the altitude, let the cello do what words cannot. Some mornings are a kind of answer to a question that you had forgot. The steam from the cup and the steam from the earth, both rising toward the same blue sky. Maybe that is all the oracle meant, that the asking and the answer share the same reply. winds cool as afternoon approaches. The shadows shift their ancient lean. The cafe owner stacks the morning cups and wipes the counter in between. The last tourist descends the sacred path with something changed behind the eyes. Not the answer they were searching for, but something better in disguise. Cello holds its final long note, dissolving into mountain air. Piano releases its last chord into the silence, waiting there. The bouzouki hums one final phrase, the way the oracle once spoke, in riddles wrapped in mountain morning. Stashed.
The Ouzo arrives in a small cold glass, a tumbler of water beside it. The afternoon has nowhere to be, and neither does anyone near it. Lesvos moves at the pace of olives, growing heavy on the branch. Nothing here was built for hurrying, everything was built for chance. Pour the Ouzo, let it cloud, when the water meets the spirit proud. Lesvos afternoons are long, built for sitting, built for song. The clarinet player tunes outside, his case propped open on the chair. 3 notes escape before he's ready, and the whole street stops to stare. There is a particular afternoon light that only Lesvos seems to own, amber filtered through the olive leaves that makes everything feel like home. Pour the Ouzo, let it cloud, when the water meets the spirit proud. Lesvos afternoons are long, built for sitting, built for song. Fishing boats have all come home, their colors faded by 1,000 suns. The nets are draped on iron railings, and the day's accounting has been done. An old woman waters her geraniums from a rusted can she's had for years. A radio plays something Turkish, and nobody objects or interferes. Pour the Ouzo, let it cloud, when the water meets the spirit proud. Lesvos afternoons are long, built for sitting, built for song. There are islands known for their white buildings, their And then there's Lesvos quietly existing without needing to convince or seduce. The olive groves go back 3,000 years. The same family still pressing oil, the same recipes in the same kitchen, the same hands working the same soil. Ouzo was invented to go slowly, to be sipped, not drunk, and never rush, to accompany the long afternoon after all the morning work is hushed. Sit here and let the clarinet decide how fast or slow the hour moves. Some drinks are really just a tempo, some islands are really just a groove. The Ouzo clouds and stays that way, neither fully clear nor opaque through. That is exactly how Lesvos feels, half familiar and half entirely new. Pour the Ouzo, let it cloud when the water meets the spirit proud. Lesvos afternoons are long, built for sitting, built for song. The clarinet plays its evening phrase, the one it saves for fading light. The bouzouki answers from the doorway as the afternoon concedes tonight. The Ouzo glass stands empty now, a small white residue remains. The olive trees absorb the last light the way they've absorbed 1,000 rains. Lazy and complete, and then resolve the cajon, touch twice, then fall silent, the way all good afternoons are solved. Upright bass holds the last low note until the evening takes it whole. Lesvos keeps the afternoon forever, somewhere deep inside its soul. Then only cicadas and the olive trees and the empty glass and the long unhurried dark